Welcome to NFL Week 10. This is 5 and 5 presented by DraftKings Sportsbook's Millionaire Pick'em Contest. I'm your host, Amanda Rose. He is your betting expert, Raheem Palmer, and you are NFL gamblers who are about to get 5 winning picks against the spread for this week. Raheem, last week your picks went 4-1. You were so close to getting 5-0. All you had to do was not pick against the Cardinals, something you promised you wouldn't do again in our Week 7 episode.
I don't believe in the Cardinals, but I'm going to put a stop loss on betting against the Cardinals. I can't afford to lose any more money fading this team. Yeah, I got to put a moratorium on the Cardinals. We beat the closing line by nearly 5 points. And they still went out there and didn't even compete. So I'm done betting against the Cardinals until the next time I bet against the Cardinals. But we're going to keep it going. Hopefully we go 5-0 this week. It's the championship rounds for me because I've been staking it up.
Well, you're 1-4 against the Cardinals this season. You picked against them more than any other team. Are you ready to give our producer Ryan a break? I mean, the poor guy grew up a fan of Arizona sports teams. Like, isn't his life sad enough as it is?
It's super sad. I mean, when you have the Phoenix Suns losing the NBA Finals, you got the Phoenix Mercury losing in the WNBA Finals. They just can't get right. And we all know Cliff Kingsbury is not going to get it done with this team. So this is the best it gets. So, Ryan, I'm sorry. You can enjoy this moment now, but it's not going to be too many of them more coming after this.
Well, it is good news for you, though, Raheem, that I didn't pick the Cardinals either. So for Amanda's pick, I took the Steelers -6.5 against your Bears pick. And so to pay off my bet, I have to do a dramatic reading of your favorite team's fight song, Get Rowdy Cowboys. Get rowdy. Get rowdy. Get ready to fight. The Dallas Cowboys are in the house, and you're going down tonight. Get rowdy. Get rowdy. Get up. Shake the stands. Cowboy pride is running wild. We're the best team in the land.
I've been a Cowboys fan since 1991, and I've never heard this song a day in my life. Honestly, y'all would be better off dropping Wiz Khalifa, We Them Boys. We're going to go with the New Orleans Saints +3.5 against the Tennessee Titans. Titans been on a roll. They've won 5 straight games. They've beaten a murderous row of opponents. They've beaten the Bills, the Chiefs, the Colts, the Rams. But this team is they're not as good as what they've shown. Last week, they had 194 yards of offense on 3.5 yards per play. Matthew Stafford gave them the game. My model makes this game -1.5. So at +3.5, I think there's some value on the Saints. And then also, when you look at road underdogs this season, they're 51-30-1 against the spread, hitting 63% of the time. So we go with the Saints here, +3.5. My next pick is the Dallas Cowboys, -8.5. We them boys. It's not because I'm biased, but when you look at what the Dallas Cowboys did last week, it was really misleading. Dak Prescott, he came off missing 2 weeks. He had his worst game of the season, 19 of 39 for 232 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. He really just didn't have a rhythm coming off the break. You saw that they drove down to Denver territory on the first 2 drives, and then they just gave it down on downs. But they're playing this Falcons defense, which is they're just terrible. They're giving up 27.5 points per game, 25th in EPA per play, 32nd in success rate, and they played the 29th schedule of opposing offenses. So look for the Cowboys to go out there and dominate and take this team into the deep waters and drown. Cowboys -8.5. We're going to go with your Philadelphia Eagles +2.5. They've been taking sharp money for the last month. We bought low on the Cowboys. We're going to sell high on the Denver Broncos. That win last week was a bit of a fluke. And then also they came out of it banged up with injuries. They've lost right guard, Graham Glasnow for the season. Bobby Massey, the right tackle, he's expected to miss more time. Garrett Bowles, their tackle, is going to miss even more time with the ankle injury. So they're going with the youth movement on the defensive line. And they're going to have to deal with an Eagles defensive line with Fletcher Cox, who's just one of the best in the league. Eagles will be able to get some pressure here. And also, when you look at the Eagles, they're running the ball really well, and that's going to do really well against this Broncos defense. So take the Eagles +2.5. We're going to go with the Seattle Seahawks +3.5. My guy, Russell Wilson, is back in the lineup. He's just a huge upgrade over Geno Smith. And then also, when you look at the fact that Aaron Rodgers, he's dealing with COVID-19. He could get cleared to play on Saturday, but he's going to miss practice this entire week, which means he's going to go 2 weeks without playing football. We all know guys come back from COVID-19 and they're not the same guy. So I don't expect this Packers offense to have a rhythm with Aaron Rodgers. And then if Aaron Rodgers doesn't play, Jordan Love is terrible. So let's go with the Seattle Seahawks plus 3.5. They probably win this game outright. But for the contest, we got them at 3.5. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5. The preseason look-ahead line on this game was Chiefs minus 7.5. It's all the way down to under a field goal. And I think that's a bargain in this spot when you look at the Raiders dealing with a lot of turmoil. They already lost their coach in John Gruden. Henry Ruggs is out. And it's just a bad situation with Henry Ruggs. They lost their dynamic playmaker. I just think you're getting a bargain on the Chiefs from a number perspective. So let's go with the Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5.
Okay, just to recap, Raheem likes the New Orleans Saints plus 3.5 at Tennessee Titans, Dallas Cowboys minus 8.5 versus Atlanta Falcons, Philadelphia Eagles plus 2.5 at Denver Broncos, Seattle Seahawks plus 3.5 at Green Bay Packers, Kansas City Chiefs minus 2.5 at Las Vegas Raiders. And for Amanda's pick, things have been extremely profitable for those who have faded Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs this season. They're 2-7 against the spread, and the Raiders have already proven they can bounce back from adversity after the John Gruden scandal. Deshaun Jackson will give them a downfield threat after their passing attack struggled last week without Ruggs, but I think they're a feisty home dog.
I mean, I wish you the best of luck, but this is a market, and you got to understand. I know the Chiefs are 5-16 in their last 21 games, but at some point that's going to regress to the mean. I think it starts here, and next week you're going to be wearing even more Cowboys gear. Matter of fact, next week I want you to sing Wiz Khalifa, "We Them Boys."
I do like that song because we them boys, but don't want to associate it with those yucky Cowboy fans. So that's going to do it for us this week for week 10. Don't forget to give us this video a thumbs up. And remember, check out DraftKings Sportsbook's 2021 Championship Series and enter their Pro Football Millionaire Pick'em. I'm Amanda Rose. He's Raheem Palmer. And we'll be back next Thursday for week 11.